Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to apply mineral makeup, so loose mineral makeup, and also as a bonus I'm going to teach you guys how to make your own concealer using your mineral makeup. So it gives you an even base that isn't flawless, but it is much more even and it will help to hide those imperfections but still let your skin breathe. So if you want to see how I got this sort of natural no makeup using mineral makeup look, keep watching. Okay, so first of all, the mineral foundation I'm going to use today is the Adorn Mineral Cosmetics, and I use the colour Light. So I'm only just going for a really natural coverage today, just to give me something to put on my skin, and I really love this one. Another brand that I really like is the Meow Cosmetics one, which again I really like those ones, but the Adorn is my favourite. With mineral foundations you can either go in with a very dense brush like this one, which is the Sephora Mineral Powder Brush, and as you can see this is very dense, like very dense. Or you can go in with something that's not so dense, so just like a kabuki brush like this one, which is not as dense, depending on what kind of coverage that you want. Something like this is going to give you a lot less coverage than something like this. The important thing with mineral foundation is to make sure it is buffed into your skin, so I actually use this to apply it and then this to make sure there's no excess on my skin to kind of brush it off at the end. Another good way to do it is to use a retractable foundation brush so you can adjust it, but I don't have one. So with mineral foundations, the best way to put it is to put into the lid. So I like to tap some into the lid, not a whole amount. That's about it for the moment, and if I want to build up more coverage I will. So I will take my Sephora mineral foundation brush and I'm going to dab and swirl into the product like so. Once I've got a decent amount of product on my brush, I will tap off the excess. And then what you do with this is you start in the place that you need the highest coverage. The highest coverage I need is my chin, because that is where I get the most of my breaks out. And what you do is you put it in and you are going to buff. Now don't push too hard. Just continue to go over it. When you feel like you don't have enough product on your brush, just go back in and dip, tap off the excess and continue. Now mineral foundation will always give you the lightest, most natural coverage. I did used to have Bare Minerals, but I just found that I like this brand more. However, so I ended up giving my Bare Minerals one away, but that was fantastic for getting really glowy skin, depending on which formula you used. But for areas that you want higher coverage, you can just kind of dab. But I will show you how to make this into a concealer as well, so you don't have to buy a separate product. I still haven't added any more to the lid. I'm still just using what was in there. Make sure, like with any foundation, you do blend down the jawline and the neck. However, with mineral foundation, you're less likely to get that line that we all know is so unattractive. And that's one layer. Now if you want, like I will, you can go in with a second layer. So again, take your lid and just tap it into the product, like so. Take your brush, tap, swirl, and get rid of the excess. And then with the second layer, I normally go into the areas that I need the most coverage. Okay, So you've got your coverage as built up as it's going to be, and you go in with your kabuki brush. Just dab a little bit in the product, just to make sure you're not dusting off the product. Dab a little bit in and just do downward sweeping motions, just to make sure you're getting any excess product off your face. Now, as you can still see my skin through the product. So it's not completely covered, much more natural but evened out coverage. But so you're going out and you want to hide those little spots that you can see on your face. Take any sort of kind of flat brush. So I'm just going to use this small flat one here. This is just an Eco Tools brush. It's clean, it's got nothing on it. And you can either wet it with water or a little bit of makeup spray. I'm just going to use the Skindinavia spray, and I'm just going to spray it on the brush. Let it dry out a little bit, and take your product in your lid and dab it in. Then you have it on your brush and just apply it to those trouble areas, and you have a concealer, an all natural concealer that you have made just from using your mineral powder. So I'll come up a little bit closer so you guys can see. So find a spot, so this one here, and dab. And you suddenly have a concealer built in with your mineral foundation. I'm sorry if you can hear my puppy. He's sooking because I'm not paying attention to him. And that is it. You can do the same thing under your eyes if you want to. You can re-wet the brush, just give it a spray, pick it up and pop it underneath, or you can just go back in with the actual powder brush, pop it on there and press. Just remember that if you press it in, the more coverage you are going to get. If you buff, you're going to get a little bit less coverage, but it's going to look more natural. And that is it. That is the finished mineral makeup look. So that is how you use your mineral makeup to give a all over complexion, and also how to use it as a concealer as well. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and that's it. See ya. Bye.